Welcome to Maggie's Fun Time. This is Magzie, and I want to do two bases today and show you two really simple bases to do. And we're going to go ahead and start gathering resources while I'm talking to you about it. This is my own personal little map I love to do on this, so I'll probably go ahead and do all my little how-to first night plays on this one. And if you want to do them with me, you just enter the name, which I will put down in the description for y'all, in the little map seed under options, and it will give you this exact same location. Now I like this location because you have 2 or 3 biomes right here together, so it's a real good place to get resources. Excuse me. We're going to go ahead and make us a few tools because we're going to need them to help us gather some resources. We are going to need at least a stack of dirt and a good amount of wood for these two bases. So let's do another axe. We're going to get the wood first because it's harder to, well, it's not harder to get, but it takes more time to get it. As you can see now, Minecraft has, well, now it has several different types of trees that you can get, and each one has different wood, and none of the wood stacks unless you turn it into sticks. People sometimes ask how I got started playing this game. I actually learned about it on a gaming website, and I went and read some facts on it, and all the facts was about the main thing you had to do was survive your first night. So I read the facts, and they were detailed, but I mean, with games you can't really tell if you've never played the game. You can't really tell what they're talking about unless you actually have played the game, or at least saw what the game was about. So I went to YouTube and I looked up how to survive your first night, and one of the first people it gave me was a guy named Paul Source Jr. who does Minecraft tutorials and Let's Plays and stuff. On anybody who's seen Minecraft videos more than likely knows who Paul Source Jr. is. And I watched his, and I saw him play, and then ever since then I bought the game and started playing. I was going to do video yesterday too, but I didn't get around to it. My kids woke up earlier than I thought, and I didn't get around to actually making the video. And if I don't do it first thing in the morning, I don't usually have time or the energy to get it done and out. That ought to be enough wood. Let's go ahead and get the dirt. need a whole stack of dirt, so and I know it looks like I got a snow biome again, but it puts you on the edge of like 3 or 4 different biomes. You have the deserts over there, plains is over there. There's also some sheep further on over with next to the rainforest. Four more. That'll work. Okay, now we're going to come right out here and build this first place. Alright, your objective is to get high enough off the ground to where the monsters cannot sense you. You don't want the monsters staying down underneath you while you are up there, because then you have to come down and you just directly fight the mobs to even get away. This base is a temporary base where you can just stay at it and gather resources and possibly make yourself a better base and then move into that. It's not really made for you to sometimes there's mobs in here. There's none in here right now. We just want to get a little bit of coal and stone. We need 8 pieces for a furnace. And I did see that iron over there. I'm going to come back for it another time. We don't really need it right now for what I'm showing you. So we will do this right here. Just come over here. There we go. And how you do this is you want to point the block right below you, right? And we want to go high enough to where mobs won't sense us up there. So we want to try to go up at least 10 to 12. So you press the space bar and hold it down to jump, and then you just keep right clicking until you get high enough. There you go. Now when you're up here, you don't want to really fall off. So what you do is you hold the shift button down and you move over to the edge, and when you're holding the shift button down, you won't fall off the edge of the block. Now if you press the jump button while you're holding on to the walk button and the shift button, then it cancels that shift, so when you land you will fall. So we don't want to do that either. So make sure you don't press the jump button while you're holding the shift at any time. Just want to be careful. You just want to make a big enough platform to where you can stay up here and be safe. And if you're lucky enough to get sheep, which there's not sheep really close, so we don't have sheep with us near us, so we won't have the bed this time. But there is sheep if you travel that way, you can barely see right there. There's a jungle, and right next to that jungle is some sheep. We're leaving one gap in here because we're going to put ladders going down, and we want to make this wide enough because we're going to put fencing around the outside. Now you can make fencing out of stone too, so if you'd rather mine stone, and you could get more resources if you mine stone now and made stone walls, but for our purposes right now the wood's going to work out better for us. So the recipe's the same whether you make stone fences or the wooden ones. It's starting to get dark, so we'll go ahead and put our crafting table down and make some torches. Now again, the mobs won't spawn up here with how small this area is, but better safe than sorry, so I'm going to put torches out right there for now, and we will teach you how to make fences. I think I've showed you ladders already, so if I haven't, I'll go ahead and show you again, and y'all can leave it down in the comments. So if in the past episodes I showed you ladders, but you want to make sticks, make lots of sticks, and we're going to do the easy way to separate these. And when you want to make a lodge of something, you can just right click on the materials that you need that's up here, and then it goes and breaks it in half, and that's how you split it up into the different stacks. And this is the recipe for fences. It's 6 sticks and 2 horizontal lines, one on top of the other. And we're just going to go ahead and click on these to make fences. Now you can make fence gates, but we don't really need those up here because we don't really need to access the outside of this area. If you build platforms off of this for your starting base, and you make this your whole starting base and build stuff up here, I mean, that's fine, you can do that, and then you'll need to make fence gates for that. But for our purposes, we're just wanting to make us a little area to be safe when it's nighttime for a couple of 2 or 3 nights, just enough for us to get a starting area started and a home built. So that's that. Now we're going to pick up these torches, and what you can do is you can actually place these torches on the actual fence. You just want to point your cursor at it and right click on it, and make sure you point your cursor at the little square, and that saves you room down here too. And that's basically it. That's your starting area, little base for you to start out, and you can build other areas from there. And mobs cannot get up here to you. Well, we hadn't even put the fences down yet, but even if we had fences down there, they wouldn't be able to sense you up here, so you'd be perfectly fine up here. Now we're going to make some ladders. Like I said before, some people like to only break down stuff as they need it, or I like to keep a stack of wood and a stack of sticks on me, so you can leave it as logs. You don't have to break it all up like I did. This is the recipe for ladders. 7 sticks arranged in an H shape, and it'll give you 3 ladders each. And we want enough to get back down to the surface, so I think we're going to need a little bit more than that. think we're going to need 15. There we go. Now we do this the same as we did when we were placing the stuff around for the platform. And you want to go all the way close to the edge as possible, and do that by holding the shift down. This holding the shift down is also what they call stealth mode. And when you're in PvP or multiplayer realms, that's what you do whenever you don't want somebody to see your little tag, when you're on a server, you have a little nameplate on above your head. If you don't want people to see that, then you hold the shift down, and it's like a little stealth mode. And we have to be careful. We don't want to fall down. And how you do this is you just keep pressing and then releasing the shift button, and that lets you scoot down a little bit. There are mobs out tonight, so we don't want to go down too far. And the skeletons, if they sense you, they can't shoot at you and knock you off here. So. There we go. That's good enough. And we will go back up to the top, and we will wait till daytime. I mean, you can do some other stuff here. You can mine, you can craft. Well, you can't mine up here, but I mean, you can dig further down and build you a little mining spot down there, and then come up here for safety. We can also move these. I'll show you how we're going to do that. You don't have to have these sitting on the ground. You can actually build these into the ground. There we go. And what you do is you dig out this little spot, and we'll put this on our bar. And you just move the cursor to one of the sides of the dirt right here, and right click, and then it puts it in the ground. And as you can see, you can still access it. So, and we can do the same for the crafting bench. We'll do it over here, and then we'll put that in there. And then it's the floor, and you can also use it as a crafting table. We have some food, so let's go ahead and put that in and get it cooking. And we're going to use some trees to do that, and then we'll use some of this. And that's the moon going down. So when day starts coming up, we'll go down and get us some more wood, and we'll do the base down there, and then I'll end the video over there. One of these bases is just like basically you run out of time, or you got killed, and you need a base really fast, and you have dirt on you, so you just build up and then build this little base, and then you can use this as a staging area. And also, mobs can't get you at this base. I mean, if you build it in a cave, they can sense you in there, and they wait for you at the door. When you come out, you have to listen to skeletons and spiders and stuff. But when you build a base up here, up in the sky like this, I mean, the mobs can't sense you up here this high. So you're pretty much safe up here. You can do what you want, and you don't have to worry about listening to them. We're going to go back down. Now, that's the mobs burning in the sunlight. Zombies and skeletons both, when the sun comes up, they burn up. Spiders don't, and creepers don't. And there's the example of the skeleton shooting at you. And the shade from our thing was actually keeping him from burning, so that's kind of funny. Also, there's tons of chickens in this area over here, so you don't have to worry about food. At least for the first couple of, about a week. Now for this base, all we are going to need is wood. This is the easiest base to make, and the only resource you need to make it is wood. You can spruce it up a little bit, and I'll show you how to do that, because we'll go get some glass. And I'll show you how to make it even better. You probably won't know how to make glass when you first start the game, or you'll be too hectic about trying to get a first base up and operational. But glass is awesome. So you can actually use it as a wall, and the monsters can't see you through it, even though they can sense you through it. They can't actually see you. So like if there was a creeper over right here, and I had a piece of glass right here, the creeper wouldn't be able to blow up because they couldn't see you through that glass, even though they could sense you through it. Whereas if I was standing here and the creeper was standing there, he would blow up and then I would die. So the glass actually prevents the creeper from seeing you and blowing up. I don't know if that's going to change anytime soon. It's been that way forever, so I'll assume not. Okay. Now for this one, we're going to go back over here, and we're going to get some sand, because I want to show you how to spruce it up a little bit. That basically all you need is wood, and if you want to spruce it up, get you some sand. Minimum you'll need I'd say 16 pieces. There we go. Alright. Now, be careful here, because I did see a creeper. We don't want to deal with any creepers right now. And as always, when you're walking around the first couple of nights, you want to make sure you break this grass, especially over here, because you can't hardly see anything over here. Well, this is a good spot. Okay, so this is going to be the second base that you can make on your first night. We will make a crafting bench right here. And again, you can place the crafting bench in the ground. Here we go. And for now, we'll just leave that out. We're going to dig this out, though, but right now we're going to make our fences. Some more fences. There we go. think that should be big enough. You don't need a really big base for this one. Basically, you just pick out a section. And you don't want chickens around, so you just pop them out of the way or kill them. There we go. And that's a big enough area, and we got 4 extra pieces, which is awesome. You can stack them up by clicking on them. Like that. And we are going to need some stone. Back to bed, James. I'm sorry, my son was up. There we go. And let's go ahead and make a gate. The gate is like this, and then you put 2 planks in the middle, so 4 sticks, 2 on each side, and then 2 planks in the middle, and that gives you a fence gate. And then that'll let you in and out of your little place, like that. You just right click on it. Now we're going to do a furnace. And again, we can place this inside the ground. It doesn't have to be outside the ground. And we're going to go ahead and put the sand in here and cook that sand up. There you go. I'm going to use dirt instead of the wood because it comes up easier. There we go. And how's our glass doing? That's enough to start out with. Now we're going to make glass panes, and the recipe for glass panes is the same as the fence, only it gives you 16 glass panes. And what we do with these is we can come on these fences here and we can right click on them. And that gives you glass. Now it will not connect to the sides here Alright, it won't click there. Let's see if we can break that and put it on here. There we go, that looks better anyway. It is getting dark, so we're going to have to hurry. Do this corner. And there you go. Then we're going to place some torches down. And you can't place torches on glass, so you just have to place them on the ground. And with this, the only thing that can get you is one, creepers, and not creepers, but endermen, and the spiders can climb over this, so we're going to solve that too. By making some half slabs, and you make half slabs by putting 3 wooden planks right in a row, and that gives you 6 half slabs. So we're going to need quite a few of these. So and once you have these walls up, you can pretty much the ceiling you can work on. I mean, you're gonna have a sword anyway, so you can protect yourself against spiders. They will jump down on you, but I mean they're easy to kill. They're one of the easiest ones to kill, and you kind of want spiders anyway because you want the string to make a bow and also a fishing rod. There we go. there you go. And a roof and walls. And if you want a little bit extra security, you can actually dig down another layer here. Now you want to keep this here or replace it when you dig it up with something else like stone or something. But you're pretty much secure right here. Not much can get into you. And we're going to fix the door problem right here in a second. I just wanted to get something up there so that nothing could get in because it was getting dark. One thing about glass is once you put up glass, that's pretty much permanent. You can't get glass back without some kind of a magical enchantment on your tool. It's called Silk Touch, and it lets you pick up a block as it would appear in the world. And that's how this works. It can creep you out because you can actually see the mobs, but they cannot. They can sense you, but they cannot see you. They won't attack you or anything through this. They won't usually come to you. So, I mean, they'll spawn around you, but not in here. What we're doing is making another fence. And there we go. And there's a zombie, and he senses us in here, but he doesn't really see us. He just senses us. He just senses us around. He doesn't really see us in here. We are going to break this real quick. Place that up there. And that'll open and shut. That'll open and shut. It kind of looks like it's floating in midair though, doesn't it? We can actually fix that too. Let's put it down here. Let's break that, and we can jump up here and then put a block here. We can break this and put a block here. There you go. And this will allow you to dig down and do some mining, whereas the other one, you pretty much, you need a bed up there, so you can just go up there and then the bed's up there and you sleep that night and then you come back down and do all your stuff in the morning until you get your house built. This can actually be a house. You can turn this into a house. You can replace all this with stone. To get back out when it's morning like it is now, you just right click on that, and then it'll let you walk through. But we don't want to do that now because we're going to end the video here. So that's two more start and home bases. You can replace these blocks up top. These are half blocks. You can replace them with glass. They don't have half glass slabs yet, so it'll look different than these half slabs are. You can also take these posts off here and actually put regular blocks there. to see the creepers. And that's basically it. It's your first night. You can do both of these. They're really easy. By the time you finish it, you got a really secure place that you can do mining in, or you can go out the next day and do the thing. We're going to put some steps over here too before we leave. And steps recipe is 6 planks in a diagonal shape right here. And where's the exit? I mentioned steps before. Now what this does is it lets you go up without jumping, and that means that whenever you go up, you do not use any of your hunger. Whereas when you jump, you use more hunger. And that's basically it. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Like it if you want to see more. I plan on doing some more first bases. I probably won't do 2 in a video again because this one's kind of long. Subscribe if there's anything y'all want tips on or see that I made a mistake on, just post it in the comments, and I'll see you next time.